The Steam summer sale is upon us, so I was browsing the storefront the other day, seeing what games and game series I might be interested in purchasing for a steep discount. One such series was BioShock the Collection, which as of this recording is going for just $12. I noticed, however, that recent user reviews have been more negative as of late, so I checked them out to see what the issue was. It turns out that publisher Take-Two Interactive quietly updated their terms of service and privacy policy back in February of this year, and the details are a good reminder of just how bleak and dystopian modern so-called AAA gaming has become. I went through and read the TOS and privacy policy myself on Take-Two's website, and here are my major takeaways. The TOS includes a mandatory arbitration clause that prevents you from filing a class action lawsuit or trial by jury against Take-Two anywhere for any reason except Australia, Switzerland, the United Kingdom, and the EU. Using a VPN while running a Take-Two game is prohibited. Running a Take-Two game via a virtual machine is prohibited. Displaying cheats or exploits is prohibited. And mods are prohibited. That last one is likely meant for cheating in multiplayer games, but the wording is vague enough to mean offline and single-player mods as well. For their privacy policy, Take-Two harvests the following potential data from users. Name, username, gamertag, postal and email address, phone number, unique IDs, mobile device ID, platform ID, gaming service ID, advertising ID, IP address, purchase and usage history and preferences, payment information, shipping address, web and app browsing history, device type, software and hardware details, language settings, browser type and version, operating system, precise location information, account credentials including username, and communications via chat features and functionality. Take-Two then turns around and sells this information to interested third parties, including advertisers. But don't take my word for it, here's an excerpt from the privacy policy itself. In the last 12 months, Take-Two has sold and or shared unique identifiers, IP address, as well as internet, electronic activity, and profile inferences with third-party advertising providers to enable us to provide personalized advertising to you and others like you. What really gets me there is the phrasing, like they see obnoxious and invasive advertising as a good thing. Now I know Take-Two is by no means the only so-called AAA game publisher that does this kind of chicanery. One can find similar clauses in the TOSs and EULAs of EA, Ubisoft, and WB Games to name a few. Having said that, the extent of Take-Two's new TOS and the fact that it's retroactively applied to games released prior to the change is indicative of how insidious these unscrupulous publishers are. And that's not even getting into other unsavory elements, such as predatory monetization practices, always online DRM for single-player games, or installing kernel-level malware like Denuvo. For legal purposes, I have to preface my next point by saying that I do not condone piracy. That said, when faced with such draconian policies, can you really blame people for turning to it, especially when pirated games don't impose these restrictions on the users? It's been quoted 1,000 times, but Valve CEO Gabe Newell's claim about piracy being a service issue remains as relevant as ever. So if you value your privacy, wish to retain your rights as a consumer, and don't like the idea of your games being spyware, ditch the so-called AAA sphere in general, and Take-Two in particular. Consider retro and indie games. Check out GOG's storefront of DRM-free games, which is also currently running a summer sale, by the way, or try some games from your backlog. You don't need to hand over your identity and your dignity to enjoy this hobby.